this thing called racism doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. It doesn't. Okay, if we're all honest with ourselves. So, a response to racism and something that isn't going anywhere anytime soon, for me, should not be an emotional response. What I find is that a lot of Black people, especially, right, seem to want to deal with racism emotionally. Now, if somebody calls me a nigger, right, and I get emotionally triggered by that, and I say punch them in their face, right? Um, have I changed racism? Have I affected racism? I don't believe I have. I believe I'd done something that felt good to me to try and, combat that person's racism. But to me, racism is institutional more so than, one person calling me a nigger. That's how I view racism, right? So me punching that person in the face might have felt good at the time, right? But what did I really adversely affect? You see, for me, racism adversely affects the lives of people. It does. It adversely affects the lives of people. And I feel like Black people get so emotionally triggered by words, right? And get offended that they miss the ball. Now, what you can do in an institutionally racist place is move accordingly, according to the rules and regulations, right, of the society. Now, Black people have enough people around them, right, to adversely affect their own lives. So racism cannot adversely affect their life. We can get economically and socially, okay, aware of our position. If I was to call a Chinese man a chink, what does that do to China or Chinese people generally? He probably wouldn't even pay me any mind. He'd probably laugh at me, to tell the truth, because his country, his nation, his people are in a supreme position right about now, and my words ain't really adversely affecting his life. The reason why I feel like, oh, how you doing, big bro? Yeah, give me a call at the end of the show, man. A reason why I feel like Black people get so triggered by words is because they have no power. We have little power to adversely affect and change our lives, so we get triggered by the words which make us emotional. Now, like I said this before, imagine you lived in Wakanda, let's just say. The most beautiful place ever, riches and all kinds of stuff. If somebody came over and said to you, nigger, what would that really do? You'd be like, you look around Wakanda and be like, mate, looks like you're the nigger around these parts. You see this? And it would give you some kind of confidence within yourself that you wouldn't need to be emotionally triggered. So me personally, I don't get emotionally triggered by racist words. I don't. People have called me nigger. I don't get emotionally triggered by them. Because what I'm trying to do, okay, is I am trying to build something where I can be in a position where people's words and how people actually feel about me doesn't even matter. Because I'm still going to be pushing through, doing what I'm doing. Because what people tend to do is they tend to be your bitch. Oh, sorry, they tend to be your master and you tend to be their bitch. Because if I can say something to you, right, and instantly I can trigger you, I'm your master. You think you're in a power position because I don't know what you responded with aggression. Nah, bro. This is a psychological game. Okay. And so if I have the power psychologically to just say something to you and just instantly trigger you, I'm the one in the power position. Me. And you're allowing me to be in that power position. I'm going to allow you to trigger me with some words. No, I'm just going to go on and do what the fuck I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be like, all right, yeah, I know. I will register it and be like, yeah, that guy called me a nigger, etc., etc. Racism to me isn't words, man. Racism to me is institutions. Like, if that person that thought, if that person, hang on, I've got a pop up coming on my computer. If that person that thought you were a nigger now is in a an institution that has the power to adversely affect your life, then that thought of them being a nigger, of you being a nigger, sorry, can really adversely affect your life. So say they were in education, okay, and they were your teacher, for instance, and they thought of you as a quote unquote nigger. Now these are the ones that are giving you your education. So they can withhold education from you. They can make you dumb effectively because of their position, because it's institutional. It's institutional. Some drunk dude on the street, right, that called me a nigger or does call you whatever racial slur, he ain't adversely affecting your life. I mean, if you want to go punch him in the face, go ahead. If that's what you want to do, that's up to you. But me, I ain't got time. I prefer to create a system myself that I don't have to be adversely affected by the institutions. That's what I would prefer to do. However, you know, some people deal with it differently and feel the need to. I'm going to take questions in a minute, Takia Watch. Prefer to deal with it differently and, get all emotional and violent. And I don't know, man. I think no, there have been many people that have been beaten up because of their racism. Many in this life. Has racism stopped? No, it hasn't.